Hello and welcome everybody to the Assassin Rapper, and today I'm going to be reviewing a very nice book about Irish history. Now, I absolutely loved this book because I'm a fan of Irish folklore and mythology and pagan rituals and religious rituals and the rich history Ireland has. And this book captures it all, from fairy forts to Druidism to Druid rituals to leprechauns to Cuchulainn, the Giant's Causeway and Tirnanog and the fairies and so much more. The rich detail in this book is so in depth that it would really draw you in and you will have it finished in no time. I was really happy to come across this book because it is a part of a series. There is the Stories from the Sea, Brehon Laws and Follow the Old Road. This is from Joe Carrigan, who grew up in West Cork and knows so much about the history of Ireland, and it is evident in this book. What I really liked about it is that I knew Ireland had a rich history of, as I said, the fairy forts and druids and Cuchulainn and the stories that we learnt in school and the stories that we are familiar with. But there's so much more to the stories and to the stories within the stories and the history that created this story. What I really liked about this book is it is also a conversation starter, because I know that when I meet people, I'm going to bring up different stories that I read in the book and ask them, did they ever hear of that, or did they know that, and so much more. It is also illustrated with different pictures. As you can see here, the most magical tree in Irish belief is the Rowan, or mountain ash, and it is into different sections. So you have, what I really liked about this book is it is also a conversation starter, because I know that when I meet people, I'm going to bring up different stories that I read in the book and ask them, did they ever hear of that, or did they know that, and so much more. It is also illustrated with different pictures. As you can see here, the most magical tree in Irish belief is the Rowan, or mountain ash, and it is into different sections. So you have, it's different sections. So there's part one, the keepers of power, druids, deities and superheroes. Part two, nature and the other world, sacred places, magical creatures and the turning year. And here is the introduction, and there is a lovely illustration there. And over thousands of years, many different peoples have sought Ireland's fertile land and gentle climate. You will be really surprised, even if you are an avid historian or an avid fan of Irish culture and history, that there will be so much in this book that you probably never heard of, or if you did, you don't know the history behind it. What I really enjoyed is the actual fact that I was from a country that had so much history down through the years, and it captures the pagan rituals that predated Christianity in Ireland, and the way some of the pagan rituals fused with the Christianity and the Catholic ways. For instance, St. Patrick and climbing Loch Derg and so much more. And also there is a history of what lies behind nearly every saint in Ireland, and the kind of pagan beliefs that are still so much alive today. And like going out in the morning and washing your face with dew, on certain days of the year. And of course, the biggest one, Samhain. Ireland is the country that Halloween originated in. Samhain is Halloween. And this book, just one of the stories it has is that in Halloween, people dressed up in all them scary costumes actually to scare off spirits from the other world. The other world actually is featured in this book an awful lot too. And the creatures of the other world and the power it brings. And it also mentions magic mushrooms used by druids to help enhance them, kind of, unlock keys in the other world. I might be saying it right, but you'll be able to read it in this book. Also, getting back to Halloween, these games that people, bite the apple, the children play now today, years ago it was actually adults that did that, and there was different reasons why they did it. So even Little Women's Christmas, or Women's Little Christmas, I always get mixed up which way it is. It's Women's Little Christmas, I'm sure. But that was a really ancient tradition. So if you were going out celebrating Women's Little Christmas this year, well, you were actually celebrating a really, really, really ancient pagan tradition. So a lot of what is in the culture today and in different religions actually originated from different pagan rituals. They might have been changed some ways, or they might have been tweaked some ways, but the actual foundation can be found in pagan Ireland. This book I would recommend to anyone who has a keen interest in history. No matter what country you're in, you will find this interesting. Old Ways, Old Secrets, Pagan Ireland, Myths, Landscape, Tradition. Joe Carrigan really did a great job with this book, and the photography by Richard Mills is absolutely out of this world. It's published by O'Brien, which is a really, really good publishing company. And if I were to give this book a rating out of 10, I would give it 10 out of 10. And the reason for me giving it such a high rating is because, number one, all of the information that it has. Number two, it keeps you glued to the page and really, really interested in every word. And number three, it is great value for money. Also, it's got a lovely little brown kind of thing there that you can use as a bookmark, which is a nice touch. It's got a really, really kind of like old style reading habit, really, because they had them in all the old books. Now, I'm going to read the blurb view to give you just an idea of what the book entails besides what I have talked about. In a land like ours, the old beliefs bring pleasure and wisdom. Many Irish traditions, still alive today, reach back to a time before Christianity, before St. Patrick, when nature was celebrated and the female spirit was honoured. Joe Carrigan takes us on a magical journey into the worlds of druids and pukas, legendary heroes and warrior queens, from the breathtaking Skelligs and the powerful Gugambara to your humble hedgerow, which may hold the secrets to fertility, health and happiness. Old Ways, Old Secrets lifts Ireland's modern layers to reveal a hidden world beneath, connecting us to our ancestors and unlocking the mysteries of our beautiful landscape. Old Ways, Old Secrets, Pagan Ireland is a book I'd highly recommend. So if you have read this book, I would love to know what you think of it. And if you're about to buy it, please comment below and let me know what you thought of the video. And if you like this content, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I will have lots more content like this, because I love books and I have so much. I have plenty books to review, and Please be sure to hit the bell to be notified on new content. Thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you very soon. Bye.
Thanks for watching The Assassin Rapper, and if you want to stay up to date on new content, then please subscribe and be sure to hit the bell to be notified on new content.